when we are giving a solo performance, or even when we are accompanying a particular artist, maybe a vocalist in Khyal, maybe a Dhrupat Gayak, maybe any kind of instrumentalist, we should know what kind of theka should be used, the weight of that theka, then what kind of matter should be played on tabla or on pakhabas while we accompanying the main artist, looking at the kind of raga they are going to sing or kind of raga they are going to play, their mood, and the kind of instrument maybe what they are playing. Depending on the whole structure, we tell the students that uske barabar bajana, to play according to him. And the use of this accompaniment is not just to show how much I can play, but at the same time the use of playing tabla or pakhavas is to generally improve the musical quality of that particular concert. So at that time, instantly the tabla player should think that what should be played with that, and so that it will match the overall mood of the concert. So various kind of permutation combinations of playing various syllables, maybe in kaida, rela, tukda, chakradar, in whatever way, should be known to that tabla player. Now with the help of this notation system, he will understand easily and in a faster way multiple combinations which can be suitable with playing with few of the artists with whom they are going to accompany. At the same time, tabla is one instrument which is also used as a major accompanying instrument in dance. So many other types of material, bowls and other kind of material has to be used. So we can see there is a ocean of knowledge that one particular tabla player has to learn, and to learn is fast, to learn the mathematics, to learn the laikari, to learn the aesthetics also. It should not be just mechanical. This notation system will be very useful.
Notation system is the shastra of I would say shastra of the art, theory part of the art. You must know how your composition is structured in a tal, how the tali khali is going with it, and the theory part of the composition. You have to have a very clear vision of it. You have to get it correct first. As in tabla, when we teach students, if I teach them a composition, I don't readily ask them to just listen to the composition and play. No, you have to say it at least 100 times on tali so that you understand how the language is collaborating with the tali, and how the language and the poetry and the aesthetic of the composition is established in an avartan. So in older days, people used to recite it, but nowadays we have got notations. We can write it down, so the beats are very clear. When you write a composition in notation, the beats are very clear. So in a very intricate and very difficult composition also, the beats are very clear. If I write down a composition for a student and I ask him and tell him how to read it, he can go away and study on his own. In older days, it was not like that. The guru has to say it 100 times, the student will listen to it and again repeat,
And at the same time, the notation system of this percussion is very useful for all the vocalists and instrumentalists who are going to sing or play their solo concerts. Because they can write down the bandish in notation system in their own way about knowing the notes. But at the same time, they should know some basic system of this percussion. So they know from where their mukhda of that bandish or gat is going to start, where they are coming on sam. If they are playing open alap or tan, then where they have to cast the bandish or gat again, so that they will come to the sam.
Whichever form of music, notation system is a mapping of time. Notation system is a map of time. So you play sitar, you play sarod, or you dance kathak, or you sing. The time part of your compositions can be noted down, and you have to have a good notation system that will help you in understanding the composition.
So notation system in percussion instrument is essentially useful for all the musicians.
All the musicians.
The vocalists, instrumentalists, basically at least they should learn the notation system, how that particular theka of a particular tal can be written.
Yes.
Because they will sing in different talas, different kind of bandishes and gat they will learn. And for percussionists who are going to play tabla or pakhavas, they should know the intricity part of it.
Yes.
Because they are going to play a lot of other material on that particular instrument.
Yes.
So these instrument players, vocalists should understand how to write their gat, how to write their bandish.
Yes, it is very essential. And it gives you a very good insight into the composition, the lay, even to write a laikari for that matter. It gives you a tremendous insight into what actually happens. If I say Theta, akata, agadi, agana, da da da, theta, akata. Now this is very, it's not going with the bit. The language is not going with the bit. At times a student will, get confused what is going on. But if he knows how to write the thing, he will listen to it. He will take his own time and he will write it, and then he will understand what is happening. So notation system is a very great help to understand what is actually happening, how the language is cutting the rhythm. And if you know that, then while presenting, you have that support with you, When you play difficult compositions, the nagma player never knows your compositions. So it is wholly the responsibility of the artist to, play it rightly. So at that time, this help of notation system, it gives you a support that how exactly the composition is going and where are the some support points. You can keep them in mind. Can I give a demonstration of that?
Yes, fine.
Now this is the 16-beat cycle Tintal. Now I will say a very small tihai. Tintan na tragadend. Tatakata gadikana dha. Tatakata gadikana dhati. Takata gadikana dha. Tatakata gadikana dha. Tatakata gadikana dhati. Takata gadikana dha. Tatakata gadikana dha. Tatakata gadikana dhati. Takata gadikana na. Dindan na na dindan. Now, if student writes this composition, there is a pause of 1.5 beat. When he writes it down, he has a very clear view of what is happening, how the pause is crossing the nagma. And if he has that, he has the confidence. Even if he, at times, if he moves, goes away from the rhythm, I know how the composition is there in Tala, so I can adjust to it. So that is the help of notation system. That is the importance of notation system.
Because when we learn tal, when we learn any tal, we don't restrict ourselves for the theka only.
Yes.
There are so many elaboration of various syllables that we are going to do.
Yeah.
So rightly, as you explained us right now, as in vocal and instrumental music, we ornament it by various kind of combination of various notes which are available in that particular rag,
form,
and following the aesthetic and other things about the raga. At the same time, we can do lot of elaboration and ornamentation by using this time frame, various kind of laikari.
Yes.
Maybe the same ornamentation of notes we are using, but in a different way, by changing the beat cycle.
Yes,
or maybe doing the dugun, tigun, or dedagun, or whatever way,
yes.
and the effect will be different.
Sure.
So, knowing this time cycle, knowing the gaps or pauses where it should be used is essential for all the percussionists who are going to learn tabla or pakhavas.
Yes.
At the same time, it's very essential for the vocalists or instrumentalists who are going to play or sing their solo performances. In the same way for any kind of Kathak dancer. So all kind of student faculty which are coming from all this percussion, vocal, instrumental playing, dance, what they are going to do, they should know the some at least basic notation part of any tal system, and it will help them to grow as an artist. It will help them to grow inside with their confidence while they are going to present their any kind of concert. So in this episode we have learned what basically this notation system is in Indian classical music. Panditji has also explained us two major notation parts, that is Bhatkande system and Paluskar system, that exist in India as of today. And in further episodes we will be learning some other things, the use of these notation systems in various tals. Thank you, Panditji, for giving such a beautiful information and teaching us about the notation system in percussion.
Thank you.